Hello, what's up everybody? It's Curtis and welcome back to Informed Tourist AI. I'm super excited to have you all here today because we're about to embark on an incredible journey together. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or someone just looking to explore new places, this channel is your ultimate guide to making the most out of your adventures. Ready to dive deep into this adventure? We're going to uncover some hidden gems, share insider tips, and reveal the secrets that most tourists never get to know. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Listen, we've all seen those picture-perfect California postcards. Sunshine, beaches, Hollywood smiles. It's the dream, right? But there's so much more to California than what meets the eye. From the bustling streets of Los Angeles to the serene landscapes of Yosemite, this state has a lot to offer if you know where to look. But what they don't show you are the tourist traps lying in wait, ready to suck the fun out of your vacation. These are the places that look amazing in photos, but turn out to be overcrowded, overpriced, and overrated. We're here to help you avoid those pitfalls. I'm talking about the places where your dreams of a relaxing getaway turn into a real-life nightmare. Imagine spending your hard-earned money and precious vacation days only to end up feeling frustrated and disappointed. That's not what we want for you. Stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to let you in on a little secret that will change the way you travel forever. This tip is going to save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress. So, make sure you watch all the way through. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Informed Tourist AI for more thrilling travel insights. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now let's begin this exciting journey together. First up, we're heading to a place called the Sutan Sea. Nestled in the Colorado desert of Southern California, this body of water has a story that's as fascinating as it is tragic. Now imagine this, you're cruising down the highway, the sun is shining brightly, and the open road stretches out before you. The sky is a perfect blue, your favorite tunes are blasting through the speakers, and you're feeling that sense of freedom that only a road trip can bring. Suddenly, you see a sign for a lake. You think to yourself, a lake in the middle of the desert? This has to be a hidden gem. Sounds idyllic, right? Wrong. The Sutan Sea was once a booming resort town, a Californian oasis. Back in the 1950s and 60s, it was the place to be. People flocked from all over to swim, sunbathe, and party by the water. It was a vibrant hub of activity, drawing in tourists from far and wide. Hotels, yacht clubs, the whole 9 yards. It was a glamorous destination, often compared to the French Riviera. But then, things took a turn. The once thriving resort began to decline, and the dream started to crumble. Decades of agricultural runoff and rising salinity turned this paradise into an ecological disaster zone. The water became increasingly toxic, and the ecosystem began to collapse. We're talking about a smell that could knock you off your feet, a mix of rotting fish and who knows what else. The once clear waters turned murky and foul. Seriously, it's so bad they say you can practically smell it from space. The Sutan Sea, once a symbol of hope and prosperity, now stands as a stark reminder of environmental neglect and the consequences of human activity. Next, we're venturing into the scorching California desert to a place called Slab City. Now, Slab City is one of those places that attracts a certain type of person. The kind who throws away their map, ditches their phone, and says, I'm gonna live off the grid, man. And hey, more power to them. But here's the thing, Slab City is not for the faint of heart. We're talking about a place with no running water, no electricity, and definitely no Starbucks. It's a lawless land where the rules of society don't really apply. You might stumble upon some incredible art installations, meet some truly unique characters, or you might witness something you can never unsee. Now we're heading to San Francisco, a city known for its iconic bridge, charming Victorian houses, and the Tenderloin? Yeah, you heard that right. The Tenderloin is a neighborhood that's seen better days, to put it mildly. It's a place where you'll encounter things that might make you question your faith in humanity. Open drug use, homelessness, and crime are rampant, and the streets are lined with trash, and let's just say it's not the most fragrant part of the city. But hey, if you're looking for an authentic San Francisco experience, this is it. Chapter 4, Fresno, the city of disappointment. Alright, let's talk about Fresno. Fresno is, well, it's there. It consistently ranks as one of the worst places to live in California, and for good reason. It's hot, it's polluted, and the crime rate is enough to make you want to stay locked in your hotel room. Unless you have a burning desire to see endless almond orchards, there's really not much reason to stop in Fresno. Seriously, you're better off just driving through. Chapter 5, South Lake Tahoe, traffic jams and tourist traps. Next up, we're heading to the mountains to visit South Lake Tahoe. Now don't get me wrong, Lake Tahoe is stunning. The crystal clear blue water, the towering pine trees, the fresh mountain air, it's enough to make you want to sell all your possessions and become a ski bum. But here's the catch. Everyone else wants to do the same thing. During peak season, South Lake Tahoe is overrun with tourists. We're talking about traffic jams that stretch for miles, inflated prices that would make your wallet cry, and crowds that make Times Square look like a ghost town. Chapter 6. Big Sur Nature's Beauty Meets Logistical Nightmare. Alright, let's talk about Big Sur, a place that's so beautiful it hurts. We're talking about dramatic cliffs plunging into the Pacific Ocean, redwood forests that stretch as far as the eye can see, and sunsets that will make you question your sanity. But here's the thing about Big Sur. Getting there is half the battle. The roads are winding and treacherous, cell service is practically non-existent, and the lack of amenities is enough to make even the most experienced camper nervous. Oh, and did I mention the 16 public bathrooms for 5 million annual visitors? Yeah, you might want to pack a backup plan. Chapter 7, Delano, the town time forgot, and probably for good reason. Next, we're taking a detour to Delano, a town that's, well, let's just say it's not exactly a tourist hotspot. Delano has been plagued by gang violence, poverty, and a general lack of things to do. Unless you're a die-hard fan of grapes, Delano is in the heart of California's grape-growing region. There's really no reason to add this town to your itinerary. Chapter 8, Emoryville, small town, big crime. Now we're heading to Emoryville, a tiny town sandwiched between Berkeley and Oakland. Emoryville is a classic example of a town that's trying to reinvent itself. It's got a shopping mall, some restaurants, and even a Pixar studio. But don't let the shiny facade fool you. Emoryville has a dark side. The crime rate here is through the roof, especially property crime. So, if you decide to visit, hold on to your belongings tight. Chapter 9, Wasco, where dreams come to die of boredom. Next up, we're venturing into the depths of California's Central Valley to visit Wasco. Wasco is, well, it's a town. It's got a population of around 25,000 people, a Walmart, and not much else. It consistently ranks as one of the worst places to live in California, and for good reason. There's nothing to do, the unemployment rate is high, and the crime rate is even higher. Unless you're a big fan of tumbleweeds and despair, I'd recommend skipping Wasco. Chapter 10, Los Angeles. During the holidays, a festive nightmare. And finally, we're ending our journey in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. Now, Louisiana is a city that needs no introduction. It's got Hollywood glamour, beaches, mountains, and everything in between. But there's one time of year when even the most die-hard LA lover wants to escape: the holidays. From Thanksgiving to New Year's Day, Louisiana transforms into a traffic-choked hellscape. The freeways become parking lots, the airports are overflowing, and the crowds are enough to make you lose your mind. So, unless you enjoy spending your vacation stuck in traffic, I'd recommend avoiding LA during the holidays. So there you have it, folks, 10 California tourist traps to avoid like the plague. These places might look appealing in glossy travel brochures or Instagram posts, but trust me, they're often overcrowded, overpriced, and underwhelming. Instead of wasting your precious vacation time and hard-earned money on these overrated spots, let's talk about how you can make the most of your trip. Now I know what you're thinking. Curtis, how can I avoid these tourist traps and have an amazing trip? The key is to do your research and plan ahead. But don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. With a few smart strategies, you can uncover hidden gems and authentic experiences that will make your trip unforgettable. Well, I'm about to let you in on a little secret Reddit. That's right, Reddit. This platform is a treasure trove of information, especially when it comes to travel. You can find first-hand accounts, honest reviews, and insider tips from locals and seasoned travelers alike. Before you book your next trip, head over to Reddit and search for local subreddits in the area you're visiting. These communities are filled with people who live there or have visited recently, and they're more than happy to share their knowledge. You can ask questions, get recommendations, and even find out about events or activities that aren't widely advertised. Locals are brutally honest on Reddit, and they'll give you the inside scoop on the best places to go and the places to avoid. They'll tell you which restaurants serve the best food, which attractions are worth your time, and which ones are just tourist traps. This way, you can experience the destination like a local and avoid the common pitfalls that many tourists fall into. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist AI. We hope you found these tips helpful and that they make your next trip more enjoyable and authentic. Remember, the best travel experiences often come from stepping off the beaten path and exploring the lesser-known spots. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free and helps support the channel. Plus, you'll get notified whenever we post new content, so you'll never miss out on our latest travel tips and guides. Want more fascinating travel insights? Click here to watch our next video. We've got plenty of exciting content lined up that will help you become a more informed and savvy traveler. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.